rapidly evolving digital landscape of Africa, small and medium-sized enterprises face significant challenges in establishing a strong online presence. Limited access to affordable digital solutions, inadequate digital skills, and high costs associated with traditional agencies have hindered many SMEs or side hustles from competing in the digital space. However, one South African startup is determined to bridge this gap and empower African businesses to thrive online. And joining me in studio is Emmanuel Mutandiro, the co-founder of MyHeat, a pioneering startup that's changing the way SMEs or side hustles build their digital presence. Well, Emmanuel, welcome to Africa Side Hustle.
Thank you, Prudence. I'm happy to be here.
Let's actually start with a big picture. How could you actually describe the current state of digital adaptation within small enterprises or rather side hustles? And also, what's actually their barrier to entry when coming to digital tools?
Well, when you're looking at a lot of startups in Africa and in South Africa in particular, the major barrier that they face is cash funding, right? The major problem in Africa that we have is poverty, right? So poverty alleviation is what we're looking at here. So our contribution, from what we saw from our perspective, was, look, we're not a bank, we don't have money to give, but we have skills that we can employ to ensure that we empower these businesses, these African startups. So you're looking at the affordability aspect. Most companies do not afford to raise funds, at least at the early stage, to be able to access the traditional digital skills and approach these big enterprises that are established and be able to pay for at the rates that they charge. So we were able to see that gap and come up with a package that addresses that specifically.
Do you think that the pandemic was actually a wake-up call for small startups or rather side hustles to actually build a strong online presence?
That's why we exist. Startups like MyHeat, we exist to exactly solve such challenges. So one challenge that we saw was that as a startup, a lot of businesses want to be credible. They want to appear to be what they are, a business, a normal business, because we have this thing in South Africa where you have what we are calling the informal economy, the informal businesses. But these informal businesses, they actually have a big chunk of volume, right, that they are producing, and it's not recognized in the formal channels, right? But it's a lot.
Let's just break down those figures in terms of what actually makes a business successful, especially what makes it to be big in terms of online presence.
We're trying to create a platform where you can reach not only the general populace of the people, right, but you can interact with other businesses, right? We're trying to build a platform where you can interact with other potential partners. Right, so that that's how we measure success. If you can reach the right person who have the right resources, and then that's success. What more success do you want?
Could you actually walk us through the AI-assisted tools that MyHeat actually uses, most especially when coming to transparency and also making things in private and also accuracy?
Sure. So we do have our terms and conditions, which we protect data. We protect the privacy of our clients and so forth. But our tools, what they're doing is you interact with our platform, right? You interact with our platform. You give us your business name, business description, business, the scope of your business, what you're into, what you're trying to do, what you're looking at, right? And how you'd want yourself to be branded, right? To your potential clients or to the market that you're trying to reach. And then we look at that, we analyze that, and through our tools, AI tools, we then come up with the face of your business that would ensure that you are able to reach out to as many people and you're able to get the outcome that you're looking for. That's what we're trying to do. So in terms of safety of the privacy and look, we're not a spy agency. We're not stealing data. What we are trying to do is we are creating a platform where just as you go on Facebook and you register your page and you register your profile, you go on X, all of us, we register your profile. But what we are doing is, instead, because I brought in these social media platforms, we're not going to have ghost companies, right, on our platforms. What we're trying to do is give you credibility, and for credibility to be there means we need to ensure that you are formalized somewhat. That's what we are trying to do. But we're leading you in that path with at least value, right? And make it affordable for you. That's what we're trying to do.
Just before I let you go, does it actually depend on the industry that you're in, most especially in terms of your business? Does it actually depend on that?
We want to see African business, small businesses, right, not being looked at as informal, but actually they're an independent economy. They've been able to survive outside of our loans or whatever that the formal channel offers. They've been able to employ. A lot of people are employed by these businesses. So we want to give them that voice, that they are here and they are thriving. That's what we are trying to do.
I wish we had more time to actually unpack more on this industry. Well, thank you so much for joining us on Africa Side Hustle. And that was Emmanuel Mutandiro, co-founder of MyHeat. Now, as we conclude today's episode, remember that Africa's entrepreneurial spirit is unstoppable. Turn your passions into profits and join the movement. Now, share your hustle story with us on social media using hashtag Africa Side Hustle. And also don't forget to subscribe for more entrepreneurial stories, business news and insights on CNBCAfrica.com. Till next week.